All right, welcome to a study of English homonyms, Anglo-Saxon layer. Now we're going back to the Anglo-Saxon layer, and let me mention here, this program assumes that you have had a good background in basic phonics. So I did not go back and study all of the Anglo-Saxon layer, which would have made the program a whole lot longer and it'd take longer to finish. I did study the English Anglo-Saxon prefixes and suffixes, so you could see those parts of words. But what we're going to do now is we're going to an area in the Anglo-Saxon layer that causes perhaps the most difficulty. It makes English a rich language, but it also makes it complicated because we're going to have two words generally that are spelled different, but they sound the same and they have a different meaning. So you have got to master this if you're going to be a good writer. Now, you may be able to read these with no problem, but if you're going to write anything, you got to get the spelling correct. And so I've added this section, believing it's going to be very helpful. We're going to go very fast. Now, the best way to learn this is to see the two words that sound alike in a single sentence. That will, just reading the sentence will tell you the meaning, which meaning it is, even though they sound the same. So I think this is going to be a lot of fun, and I think it's going to be really, really helpful. But I would actually practice writing your own sentences with these homonyms. Again, homonym, two words that sound the same, but they're generally spelled differently. There's a thing called a homograph too, which are written the same but have different meaning. Anyway, number one, John made a delicious roll as part of his role in the play. Notice roll and roll sound the same, but one is spelled with double L and the other has the signal E at the end that tells you that the O is long. Roll. Again, this roll right here could be a roll that you eat. And so, again, or to roll on the ground. This in here basically has the idea of a role or part in a play. Number two, now we have by used, the sound by used three times. Notice it's spelled different and it means something different. I went by the store to buy some eggs and waved bye when I left. Notice the you here in by, it's like silent, or at least you don't make that, you don't say you just say I, by, pronouncing the Y here, but that you tells you that it means you to go to the store. Okay. Number two, I can tell the hour of our new grandfather clock. Notice hour here, the H is silent. You don't say hour, it's what hour is it. Number four, I'm not sure whether the weather is going to be hot or cold today. I've written and read English for what, 70 years? Yeah, 70 years now. And I still have to think how to spell those two words, W-H-E-T-H-E-R or W-E-A-T-H-E-R. And if you look at the sentence there, you can see the difference. This is like whether or not, and this is whether like cold or hot or rainy. Number five, I hope the brake on our car doesn't break. That would be bad. So here you have the brake that stops your car, like a brake on a car, brake on a bicycle, brake on a motorcycle. But this is brake like when you break something. Number six, there is a sale on the sailboats down at the dock today. This is sail, like you're going to give some money for something. And this is sail, like goes up in the air to propel the boat. Number 7, I had a plain yogurt on the plane yesterday on the way to Dallas. So here's plain, like unadorned. It's yogurt that doesn't have any strawberries or raspberries or anything else in it. And this is a plane, like an airplane that you fly in. Notice the AI can say A, and the A consonant E can say A. And you can notice all this on your phonovisual chart. Number 8, would you know if there's any wood in the fireplace? Would, could, and should are about the only words that have O-U-L-D in them. But they're high-frequency words that are used a lot and need to be learned well, even down in first grade. Number 9, well, this is cool. My nose knows when the delicious hot bread is done baking. So here you have the nose like on your face, and then here you have nose like, you know, with your brain, your head. And by the way, that K there is unsounded. You're not going to hear it, but you have to write it. And finally, number 10, the little boy can haul his dog down the hall in his little red wagon. So this is haul like you're going to haul something in your truck, and this is haul like the hallway in a house or at school or any place else. Okay, so this is the first 20 of these homonyms, and we've got some more coming up.